Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
How does generational wealth play into my family, my family's history, my children? What am I doing for my children to perhaps build them more wealth? I think it goes both ways, because for many immigrant families who are laboring constantly to live, your children are raised a certain way. Your children adopt certain values, which then will become their life and how they live it. When I see folks that perhaps have copious generational wealth, I see a whole different mindset, different ways of treating people. And I see it in my own children too. I feel like a lot of those values, in a lot of ways, begin to get lost when you don't have to work so hard to
This
live.
campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio World.
Greetings. This is your host, DJ Neftali, Rainier Avenue Radio World, the best DJ in the Seattle area. You can catch me every Monday at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Like I said, this is DJ Neftali, the best reggae in Seattle, Washington, the best radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio World. Right?
Women Empowerment Talk Radio, your roadmap to business success. Tune in every Sunday at 3 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio World, providing resources and sharing motivational experiences from the everyday entrepreneur. Tune in Women Empowerment Talk Radio every Sunday, 3 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio World.
Hospital bills are often a surprise, and not the good kind. But you may also be surprised to learn that you can get 50, 75, or even 100% off those bills. Thanks to a new law, there's a good chance you're one of the 4 million Washingtonians who qualify. Whether or not you have health insurance, the law requires hospitals provide the care you need at an affordable cost. So, ask your hospital or visit affordablehospital.wa.gov to see if you are eligible.
Would you like to see when your favorite Rainier Avenue Radio show comes on? Check out our show schedule, updated weekly at rainieravenue.radio.world.
What's going on, world? It's your boy OG Mambo.
And your guy D Money. Join us along with Pint Size Patron and IDYourself
Here on Fresh Juice at Rainier Avenue Radio.
Every Wednesday hump day from 9 to 11 Pacific.
Get exclusive interviews from your favorite artists, all the hottest music, and updates on what we got going on in the world.
Here go the first song.
In come the vibes with the niceness. Enter my life, you surprise me. You gave me wings so I can fly. You touched my heart, girl. You touch my heart, girl. If I showed you my flaws, I know you won't pass, no cause. I gonna make you walk far from me. That's why I gave you my heart, oh Lord. So glad your path was written in the stars for me. It's you. You are the one, girl, it's you. Never let you go. You gave me wings so I can fly. You touch my heart, girl. You are the reason I still try. You touch my heart, little natty with a decent vibe. On the phone we will spend some time, talking all day until the night fall. This a love very real and I know so call. Deep in your love me just a free fall. That love you lethal. Before my find your girl, me think me see it all. I mean, your mom, you make this queen fall. It's you. You are the one, girl, it's you. Never let you go. You gave me wings so I can fly. You touch my heart, girl. You are the reason I still try. You touch my heart, girl. You know, you are what I want. You know, you are what I want.
Rainier Avenue Radio. Yes, sir. Fresh Juice every Wednesday nights, 9 to 11 p.m. Hosted by the Juice Pack, including myself, D Money.
Pint Size Patron.
IDYourself spirit equals wealth. You feel me?
Hell yeah. Also, OG Mambo, who hasn't joined us just yet. Man, the fourth member of the Juice Pack. But
Miles is here. Shout out to Miles.
man, always consistent. Love you, Miles, for sure. Always wishing us a great broadcast with our guests. Check out Phil Am Radio, by the way. That's every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Pacific time for Filipino culture, interviews with guests. And Miles is one of the hosts on that program there. So give them some love, of course. But yes, if it's your first time ever tuning into Fresh Juice, it's a hip-hop and R&B show. We scour the internet, find a couple cuts that we'd like to feature on the show, mostly of an underground or local variety. But we also interview artists, and we got some more artists here for you tonight. Actually, a trio. A third one was just added. He'll do a check-in later on in the show. But here in the studio, we have Be Awake joining us, man. So I'm sure the puns will be getting going about being awake.
I got one.
I mean, we literally started this at the end of last episode, and it will continue, I'm sure. He's here from Seattle. He's here in the studio with us. It's his first time on the program. We're excited to chat with him. Joining us from Jamaica, we got Mackeehan, man, an R&B artist. You just heard one of his joints right there, opening up the program. That was Wings, previously played right here on Fresh Juice off of the album Notes of Passion. And then later on in the program, our old friend Sean the Shaman says he's going to be debuting a new video with us, man. So he'll be checking in for us a quick second, and he may play our game show, Take Your Pick, that a lot of people love. And trust me, if you are here, we want to get you involved in those comments. That is definitely your time to play for sure. There is an interactive game, and we even award like our favorite commenter of the show. So yeah, keep it in those comments throughout the program as well. If you got questions for our guests, you have comments about the music that you're hearing. Do you like it? Do you don't? Just let us know. Throw it in. We will keep you involved throughout the program. So Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all those platforms. You can, of course, follow us on our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media. We're also on IG and Twitter at Fresh Juice Media. And apparently I can't click right now. So also there's YouTube, Fresh Juice Media. And finally, yes. So if you go to youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media, you can see clips from previous shows and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, IG and Twitter, Fresh Juice Media. There we go. Oh, there's OG Mambo. There he is. Okay.
Mambo, what's going on, friends? How we all doing, man?
Man, how we doing? Well, let's do our check-in, man, before we bring in them artists. So how's everybody's week been?
Man, it's been busy. It's been busy and productive. Finalized the details and the paperwork. I'm actually going to be one of the announcers for the Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks indoor professional football team. So,
okay,
just, knocking that out. That's new in the world of Mambo. Otherwise, things are slow motion.
Yeah, that's Batty Baby country right there. She does.
It is very much so.
Okay, I see you.
working on my acoustics. You feel me? Real heavy into my album work, real bar heavy right now. You feel me? I think I might even write a record tonight called Gingerbread about some blood money. You feel me? I might just drop some bars tonight. You feel me? Going real
Right.
bar heavy.
Right. That audio is not was kind of going in and out there, man. But
And I start hearing a beep somewhere.
yeah, I was hearing some beeping too. But okay, so your week was thorough, Patron. Thorough is a good word. Yeah, I'm gonna take your pick on that one. So
Let's go. I see KJ in the comments. What up, man?
Hey, yeah, KJ, what's up with you too, man? We definitely ready to get it, man, for sure. All right, so as we always do when we bring in our artists, we want to give them a good opening. So we always got to get to the maestro. He's a host himself, man. So we got to throw it over.
This is what they hire me to do. They do hire me to do it.
This is what you're here for. No.
So, man, first, just to make sure we got the consciousness of all the people around here, man. So we know that all the viewers, listeners here at Rainier Avenue are up and at 'em, man. Let's bring my dog Be Awake, man. Be awake, man. Bring him on.
What's good, everyone?
Be awake.
Conscious.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
we appreciate you being on the show. How you been, bro? You had a good week so far?
Yeah, man. Everything's good. Yes, sir.
Have you been awake?
I've been awake.
Nah, man. I was gonna say, he might be awake, but is he woke?
Yeah.
Is he awake or is he woke? That woke is past tense.
There is a difference.
It ain't be asleep. You know what I mean?
Right, there it is.
You know?
Man, well, we don't got one, we got two, as we typically do. So if you don't mind, with any further ado, let's bring in Mackeehan to the really man. Mackeehan, come on.
What up?
I did justice to your name, right? Because we
very good.
Right? I like it's spelled how it's supposed to come out, so I want to make sure I did it right.
Yeah. There's a lot of times that when it is pronounced, it sounds all kind of different way, except actually. Really good, bro. Yeah.
How about you, brother? How's your week been? It's been solid so far.
It's been busy. It's been busy like this since the year started. I just got in. So
what time is it over there right now?
It's after 12.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Appreciate you staying up with us, man.
He's up late tonight.
No, actually it's 11.
So you're really being awake right now, man.
Yeah. I'm usually up until at least maybe the next 4 hours.
Man, hopefully you're not upsetting the ladies.
He up to 4, okay.
Hopefully you're not making the ladies
go in
mad.
the streets in the nights and do the parties and promote the music.
Gotta do that.
Yeah.
Gotta do that, man.
That's what's up.
That is what's up, man. So we opened up the show with your song there, Wings, off of that album or EP, sorry. That is out, Notes of Passion.
Yeah. I saw that. I was a bit taken back for a second. I was like, yeah, a new platform playing the music. It's always good. It's always good to introduce my music to new people. And when they're like, hey, your music is, I'm like, yeah, it's been good for a while. I've been waiting for you guys. So
yeah.
Here's the music now. Now you know. So it's always a joy to find new people that finds my music, my artwork interesting enough to say, hey, would like to put you on a platform and speak to you about what you're doing, you know?
Yeah.
So, people in the comments loving it too. KJ right here says song was hot, brother.
KJ, go.
I know this videos from a long time ago, back when you were just shooting against the wall, like in the hood.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, but it's going in and out.
Not as clear as it would.
Yeah, that might help. Yeah, if you can get a little closer to the mic, ID, that might help a little bit.
Man, tell us a little bit about that record, Mac. Like, not even just the song, but how it ties into the whole EP, because it seems like everything you do has a lot of purpose, because you can do things that are, cross genre. This seemed like it was very directed towards towards the passionate.
Love. Towards love. It was intentional. So what had happened was we kind of put the idea of putting an EP together, what it was supposed to be for. It was supposed to be an album, to be exact. So while we were working on the album, we did a lot of like conscious music for a while, and then we started doing some love songs just to like have a balance between love music and just like different topics.
Right.
And while we were working on the love songs, we found that there was a connection at that point with the love song. So we decided to just stop everything for a second and just reintroduce Jamaica and the world to my softer side, to be exact. I think we don't do enough of that kind of music anymore. Even though my there are different genres of love music that we tend to put to the side now. So it's always good to just reintroduce love to the people and say, hey, even though there's a lot of trap music, there's a lot of other stuff that is more in your face right now. Always remember to love. Always remember to take the time out to connect with the source of life, which is love. Love is everything. So that was
love that message.
Man, love is all you need. What's going on with Mambo, man? You all right? Look at your style or something, man. But how do ladies take into the love music, man? I know that's definitely, if you want the ladies to sing a record, make a song about love.
It's always been like that. My first set of music that I heard was love songs, and it was really something that to this day, the first set of songs are still my biggest music anywhere I go in this world. I've been traveling from 2007. I've been to South America, I've been to the Caribbean, I've been to Europe, I've been to America, North America, and my love songs tend to be the one that stands out a little bit more than anything else. So singing more love song is kind of the thing that I need to do. But I have a soul that wants to speak on more topics in regards to like stuff that is happening in the day-to-day living of human beings. So we'll talk a lot more about like just social commentary, but still doing the love songs at this point I think it was the best thing for me. The feedback has been amazing. It's picking up again in Europe. I'm supposed to be going back into Europe again. It's picking up over your side, as you can see for yourself. And the Caribbean has always been good to me. So it's just more work, putting out the music and making sure that there's a visual all the time so people can associate the sounds that they're hearing with the face when they see it.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up. And yes, KJ, we got Mambo back. Yeah, we lost him for a second there. But...
I'm here.
We were worried for a second, though. Not sure what was happening on your side.
I had to get on the right device. I had a device dying on me, and I didn't want to. So we had to transfer phones, man. That's why you got to keep a couple devices. Advice to the a couple devices.
Hey,
that backup phone.
That's why we love the people on the comments, man. They're checking in for us. I mean, KJ's worried about your well-being.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, KJ. I'm good, KJ.
Happy to see you, bro. We were worried for a second. What's going on in the darkness?
KJ also says love songs are always the way to go. Like you said, not many artists put the mushy stuff out there when they should.
Yeah, I love love songs, man. I love a good hate song too, but
right.
I love song.
Mackeehan, man.
Everybody has love inside them, it's a thing. So even the one who has the most heavy heart, at times has just one person that you do anything for. So love is always there in everyone's space. You know, sometimes it takes a lot to fight a smile to create a frown. So we just try to remind them, say it's easier to smile, it's easier to love than hate. So you know, as soon as they start singing love song, the first thing is going to happen is the females are going to be on your side. Once
Right. Yes.
that's a win for you, you know.
It's like I've been waiting for y'all. You haven't been rocking with me. Okay, let me make a love song. Oh, now you're my fan. Okay, now you're coming to my show. I get it, man.
So Mackeehan, man, you briefly touched on it while you were responding to some of our questions, but talk about some of your first time traveling, man. What was those experiences like? Like, what was some of the first culture shocks that you're seeing? Because what I've come from being someone who immigrated here, I feel like I noticed that the rest of the world is on the same page, but then when you go to some of these main media ports, the Americas, the Londons and such, then that's when you see that there's a whole nother page that they're operating under, you know?
Yeah. I think it's always nice to learn the difference in the cultures too. We can't stay in our own little bubble and feel like the world is actually evolving around us, and we're not evolving with the world to make it more interesting in how you see stuff. So going outside there, going into different countries, experiencing their culture, it was always a pleasure for me, because learning about other people. I think we're born on this earth to edify ourselves as much as we can before our flesh is no longer useful to us. So I remember the first time I came in America. The first time I got sick when I left the airport. So it was so cold, man, and I've never been to America before. So in 2008, when I came to America, I landed in JFK, and it was cold. I've never been to America before, and I walked outside of the airport, and the first breeze, I had a cold, and that was it, you know. And it was also a shock to the body, but it was something that I experienced, because this is the reason that I have something to speak about now. You know, the experience of having that moment in time, the same moment I had in Europe, the same moment I had going into Colombia for the first time, and hearing people outside on Statius, one of the islands of Colombia, that speaks just like Jamaicans, and we thought they were just people that migrated to that place, not knowing that they were born and grew, and they still have the sound like us. It's you know, there's a lot of similarities in a lot of people, even though your race can be different and your ethnicity can be different, but you still find a lot of yourself in a person that you would never see. Yeah, you would never expect either, you know?
Man, tell me about your chain, man. I like your chain there. It's a diamond.
This is an Ethiopian crucifix. So it's an Yeah. I'm very strong in my culture also. I tend to try to learn a lot about myself first. It's very important, you know. You can't speak to anybody until you know you have a self-identity, which you have to work on a daily basis. So this represents me, and it represents my motherland, which is Africa. Right. You know, right. So and we're all descendant from Africa. We always need to remind ourselves of that. Mm-hmm. You know, I am light skinned. I'm a black man, but I'm a light skinned brethren. Right. In comparison to Mumba, it's day and night, but we're all of the same bloodline, you know. So learning about my culture is always something that I try my best to consistently edify myself about, so that the conversation, when it comes, I am well equipped to have it, and also to just know my roots also, you know. We're scattered all over the place, but we're coming from the same body.
Would you consider yourself a religious person?
I would consider myself a very religious person with that loves to sing love song. Yeah.
But you mentioned you make conscious records as well. Well, what do you touch on when you make those conscious records?
I'd sing, though the load is heavy and the road is long, help me find my way home, my way home. So it would be more talking about.
Woo, that was hot. Okay.
So I speak more on sufferation that we have all been through, like, and so anybody can relate to me saying, though the load is heavy and the road is long, help me find my way home. It's like a prayer. So it suits every situation. If you are going through something with your family, you're asking to just help you to be grounded and focus on, just come through. And it goes for any aspect in your life going through something. So social commentary and just to edify people how to be better human beings overall, because I think that is where we're falling short now. Understanding that we are all of the same cloth and stop trying to be better than the next person, because really and truly we aren't better. We're just equipped with a different kind of skill. You're equipped with the skill of media and knowing what to do in this platform. Then the dude that cuts your grass or cleans your yard, that's his stuff that is important, because you can't do that for yourself. So as much as you can be a doctor every day and be the best doctor you can. The man that built your house is just as important, because without him, you don't have somewhere to sleep. So we need to just consistently remind ourselves that we are all important. No one is more important. No one is more important than her, because obviously all of we met the same way. So if you were more important, maybe you'd have been made out of steel.
Man, my man Mackeehan dropping gems, man. That is heavy, man. And on that note, man, we are coming up on our first break, so we're gonna put in some Northwest Seattle music right now, and this new music coming to you from Dre's, who has a new joint called Mas Vida. Curiously, one of our hosts here at the station, actually, his name is Mas Vida. Mariere. He hosts Seattle Sports Weekly on Thursdays at noon. So you can check him out tomorrow at noon with an update on Seattle sports. But Mas Vida means thank you, by the way. And
I like that cover.
Yeah.
Shout out to my big cousin Dre's, man. Majita, man. That's the word, Majita.
Yes, sir. Yes,
what
sir.
What up, Dre's?
That's going to be what we're going to play right now. This joint is actually produced by Dre's himself and Vitamin D. So check one out. Mas Vida. When we come back, we're going to get to know Be Awake. So keep it locked right here on Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. We're going nowhere.
I was raised on this hip-hop shit, 2 turntables, a mic, yo, let's get it. Boys lip syncing they shows, this thing is different. Dudes really wifing these strippers, man, I don't get it. I just SMH and stay in my lane. Meanwhile, Nina Simone turning over in the grave, like these can't be the ones that came from Section of Luther, and these can't be the kids that Whitney said was the future. Iron sharpens iron, lion breed lion. Pops was a freedom fighter, what you think that I am? Prophesying the end of this thing like a Mayan, the way forward is back. Now I'm trapped in this generational gap, so I came with this ancestral art. Like that shit in Nas head, I'm just trying to do my part. I've been Christ with it, y'all just getting on me. I'd have popped in 04 if I took that dope money weight. Shout out to the singers bringing R&B back. I'm tired of sexing to them old school tunes and young raps. Like John Henry, I lay on them tracks. I only got one seed, my pull-up method is mean, boy, facts. F what you heard, my dudes is fathers. We help them straighten out their roots, Madam C.J. Walker. I love pumpkin pie, so black folks throw me shade. I lose credit till they find out my wife's name. It's wordplay, boy, this is black love for real. I never whistle at a white chick, I'm in Mateo. Mike Splash won't buy him a ring, I'm not sealed. Or Cosby buying them drinks, slipping them pills. D screaming, Trace, tell them how it feel. Hit her like it's 16, 19, and we pulled up in Virginia like it's Juneteenth. And they calling us steal, but through all the bullshit, the ancestors still with us. Obama the prayers, Giannis is the MVP. 400 years later, the slaves is kings and queens. Just in case this was unclear, these Africans are not coming, baby boy, we we are here. We came from them crayons on me. I open their eyes to the lies they're telling on me. And if they kill me, let off a couple rounds for me. I know the ancestors is looking down. I just wanna make them proud. They bet it all on me. For my village, did it for the town on me. For the culture, I created the sound on me. I know the OGs is looking down. I just wanna make them proud. Ayy, my shit down. Ayy, my shit down. Ayy, my shit down. Hey.
What up? This is Queen Case. You are tuned in to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo.
Did you know there's an easy way to keep yourself and your loved ones healthy? COVID vaccines are safe and a proven way to keep your family out of the hospital and enjoying life. Let's show our love to those around us. Get your free COVID vaccine today. If you haven't had a COVID shot since September, you're due for a booster. At NeighborCare Health, we are here for you. For more information about COVID vaccines and all of your health needs, visit neighborcare.org/vaccines.
1, 2, get down. What's up, big and little homies? This is Masvita Maraire, host of Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your one-stop shop for Seattle sports. We cover preps, we cover college, we cover pro, we cover it all. Huskies, Mariners, Seahawks, Garfield, South, Roosevelt, Metro, King County. This is what you want to listen to for all the sports that's happening in Seattle. Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
See a bad.
Hi, I'm Paul Pearson of StarTime. Did you know that back in the 1930s, Rainier Avenue Radio operated out of a supply closet in the Columbia City Seafirst Bank? Well, times have changed and so have we. Now you can hear all the great Rainier Avenue Radio shows on our mobile app for Android and iPhone. It's completely free on the Google Play Store and the iPhone App Store. The Rainier Avenue Radio app.
This is Big Poppy, host of Jazz from the Cabinets. Join me each week for a listening tour of the first century of jazz, an eclectic mix of Dixieland, big band, cool jazz, bebop, contemporary jazz, world jazz, all jazz in all forms. That's Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy on Rainier Avenue Radio, streaming worldwide on RainierAvenueRadio.world.
Are you a small business owner in Seattle who was impacted by COVID-19? The Seattle Office of Economic Development is investing $8 million to connect small businesses to operating capital. The Small Business Capital Access Program will lower the cost of Washington State Small Business Flex Fund loans by paying down 25% of the loan principal. Eligible small businesses can borrow up to $150,000 with a 4% interest rate to cover expenses like payroll, rent, utilities, and supplies.
Yo, what's up? It's your man B-Boy Fidget, and you tuned in to Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice, with my man D-Money, Pint Size Patron, and IDYourself. Let's get it.
It's been a minute since I've been here. They say it's hard to win here. And if I end up losing, then I guess I've got to sin here. I don't think anybody's been sent here. Life is what you make it. Ain't no saviors coming. I suggest you build a spaceship and fly it out this matrix, cause it's better for your health. A poem can seduce you, but only you can save yourself. No retribution in this hell. Inmates screaming from the cells. I can see the pain of generations deep within your eyes, with all the lies, all the truth, all the pain and all the baggage. He was a sweet young boy, morphed into a savage, just trying to get established in a world that favors objects. How many profits have we lost, chasing profits unconscious? It's really hard to tally through the darkest of these alleys. I'm happy I'm still standing through these peaks and all these valleys. Rally round, I'm Cali bound to get some sunshine in my life. Find a little peace before I walk into the light. That's right. One time for the grind. I hope you're getting to it, and it's 2 times for the mind. I'm hoping you don't lose it, and it's 3 times for the street signs that led back to my soul. In the same place I lost it, where my dreams were put on hold. It go 1 time for the grind. I hope you're getting to it, and it's 2 times for the mind. I'm hoping you don't lose it, and it's 3 times for the street signs that led back to your soul. In the same place you lost it, when your dreams were put on hold. Listen, I'm truly not religious, but lately I've been feeling like God steering my vision. Quarantine stole our dreams, woke us up to improvise. Heed the signs, redefine answers found beneath the lies. Between the eyes, jewels are found. The wise rise, fools are drowned. These wise guys fool the town. Welcome to the proving ground. Gotta show and prove it now. My heart is in this music now. No time for excuses now. I'm floating resolution bound to find some weapons buried in these questions that been plaguing us. While COVID got the people out here tweaking like some angel dust. I'm driven with accurate suspension and miraculous inventions like immaculate conception. 1 time for the grind. I hope you're getting to it, and it's 2 times for the mind. I'm hoping you don't lose it, and it's 3 times for the street signs that led back to my soul. In the same place I lost it, where my dreams were put on hold. It go 1 time for the grind. I hope you're getting to it, and it's 2 times for the mind. I'm hoping you don't lose it, and it's 3 times for the street signs that led back to your soul. In the same place you lost it, when your dreams were put on hold.
Rainier Avenue Radio, fresh juice every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m. New hip hop, new R&B. That was our guest in studio, Be Awake, off the album Survival of the Focus. That's the title track for that album right there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, indeed, man.
Check. You know, hear me better?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, much better. Thank you, ID.
Yeah, they put a noise cancellation on. That's what it was.
That could be it. Man, the bars are so quick.
Yeah, Patron, I knew you was gonna be on it, man. The bars are real, man. Let's get into it.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I like the setting of using like a wrestling ring for that song. It felt very poignant.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
Don't be stealing my word, man.
Yeah, there was a little boxing. Yeah. Oh, my bad. You know, I gotta keep it clean. I gotta keep it clean.
You need to relax.
Yeah, it was a little boxing ring, man. We shot that down in LA, and it was one of those old studios that they kind of rent out for shoots, all kinds of like photo shoots. They do like movies there, like certain clips and all that. Definitely, it was a cool little spot. You know, it was glitching a little bit in there, but you know. The video is super HD. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Not on our end. Not the viewers. The viewers see it clear.
What's that?
I said the viewers probably saw it clear. It was clear over here. So
okay, dope.
Yeah.
It's talking about a lot of deep stuff when it comes to the difficulties. And my bad, I'm trying to find a hair tie. The difficulties and the struggles when it comes to artistry and just passion, and like you can almost tell you're not even talking about music sometimes. And like I wanted to ask you, like, to the listeners and the other artists that are coming up and listening to the show, could you give us an example of maybe something that you had to push past, to get to a goal musically that was hard for you? Because it's hard for us to relate at times when us as artists, we're trying to come up and we're going through so much crap, we give ourselves excuses to not find the music or the time for music. Absolutely. And so I just want to maybe get an example of something that you've gone through and you had to kind of push past it based on your passion and what you needed to get out of what you do with music.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think that's the conundrum, right? Like as artists, especially if you're an independent artist, you still got to pay bills, right? You still gotta deal with life like everybody else. One thing I could say for me for sure is when I was working on the first album I dropped my first project in 2009. Wow. And so I was working on that album. I moved back up here. I'm originally from Seattle, but I was living in Oakland for some years, about 4 years.
The Bay.
Yes, sir.
Oakland.
Yeah, we are. So
how long are you at?
So I moved back up here, man, and I started working actually right down the street from here. I started working on that album, and So I put in, man, a couple years of just straight writing, recording, doing shows, all that. And then the producer I was working with at the time didn't back the hard drive up, and I lost the whole.
You kind of made my stomach turn a little bit, bro.
Right. I was like, I'm over here sick, but I had to hit the jack one more time. I said,
man.
Yeah. So I mean, that was devastating, man. So, but you know, I couldn't, you know, after kind of taking some time and being like, okay, well, it is what it is. We tried to salvage what we could, remake what we could, and then
my bad to cut you off. That was supposed to be your first project.
Yeah, exactly.
And not to backtrack too far, but how long did you say you were in Oakland?
4 years.
4 years. Okay.
Yeah,
so you moved back up here, dropping a project.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, and I just put so much work. That was my baby, bro. So like, it was really it was devastating, but I was like, hey, the show must go on.
Right. Did you salvage any of the songs?
I did, a few of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was cool. We didn't lose everything, but we lost, 80%, bro. 80%.
Yeah.
That's deep, though. That helps to put in perspective.
Go ahead.
That helps put in perspective.
Yeah. So like the bounce back though was like, all right, this is what happened. I'm just gonna make a completely new project. I started I linked with my guy Beam One from out here. Some of you guys might know him. Started recording with him. I actually got a dope joint from Jake One on the project that turned out crazy. That and I basically made a completely different album, and it came out better than the original, man. Like hands down. And yeah, and it just got a super good response everywhere. Got a bunch of opportunities, got to share stages with some of my favorite artists, man. Got to like really just put my best foot forward, man, because I think I felt like since I lost the whole project, it just really made me more tenacious. So I just was like, I went crazy after that. I was just constantly working. If I wasn't working my 9-to-5 job, it was like I was in the lab or I was writing or I was performing.
It almost seems like there's one or two people that could happen to, and you're either gonna crush right through it because Absolutely. you can't not write music, or you're just gonna maybe take a sabbatical, take a hiatus. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, and so. It ended up, man, it was a blessing in disguise, and sometimes that's the thing about life, right? Like, it's like some of the toughest things I've been through in my life, man, I wouldn't take back just based on the person that I became in the process of like, coming out on the other side of that. You know what I mean?
That's a really good way of putting it, because you don't realize what you're going to turn out as until you really like overcome with triumph your struggles.
Absolutely. So I just remember, man, doing that show, that release show, like after I had everything and I had 1,000 joints pressed up, artwork was immaculate, and like all that, and back in the CD era, you know what I mean?
Right.
And man, just like that feeling. So that was definitely one of the many stories of like overcoming for the artistry, bro.
That's huge. That's a great story.
Man, preach for sure. Oh, look at the comments real quick. I am the Weed Man saying, "What's up?" Okay.
What up for you?
And someone from our Facebook group checking in. Hope you all are well. Make sure if you are watching from the Facebook group, it's just something weird. They don't post your name, so make sure you sign your name in the comments. That way we can shout you out and give you credit, for coming in and chiming in and all that. Yeah, definitely. I wanted to switch gears real quick, man, because we spoke just a little bit about Mackeehan traveling, man. But you be traveling as well, man. I see your Instagram. I see pictures of you do like scuba diving in Hawaii. And
out there.
I've been seeing, in these locales. I mean, look at this. Woo! I mean,
that was right
French
before
Polynesia.
COVID. Yeah, that was right before COVID. Yeah.
Okay.
Literally, I found out about COVID on that trip.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
We were sitting, man, like we were sitting on a catamaran, bro. Like one of the craziest trips I've ever taken in my life. It was a once in a lifetime experience, and we were out, and I remember we're sitting at the table. Yo, you heard about this coronavirus, man? Like, Kobe died. So there was like on this trip. I went on this trip and like all this happened, right? And so we're sitting at the table.
You found out that's where Kobe. You found out Kobe died when you was on this trip.
When I was on this trip, right? And so there was like a bunch of things that happened back to back. Because remember, like COVID went crazy right after Kobe died.
I know Kobe and COVID.
Yeah, Kobe and COVID. So like we found out about it. And I remember we were sitting around like, oh man, it's probably gonna be like, what was the thing before it? Not the SARS or whatever. Like, what was it? SARS, I was like, yeah, it's not gonna be that.
Anthrax.
Sounded like a rumor.
I remember I had this feeling though, like I was like, this could be different though. This kind of sounds a little more serious.
Right.
And then we ended up, we flew to LA, and then I was supposed to go from LA back to Seattle, and we were in customs, right? And this was the last day that they were letting anybody in from China, like before they shut everything down. So I'm in this customs line with like people straight from Wuhan, like so but I don't know what this is yet. You know what I'm saying? So I had no idea what was going on.
You are movie script right now, yo.
It was crazy. So some of my people got on their flight because I had the flight, but I got stuck in the slow line. And so I ended up getting stuck there for like 2.5 hours, missed my flight. Luckily, my little sister lives in LA, like in Hollywood. So she came and swooped me.
Hey,
it was Super Bowl Sunday, bro. We watched the Super Bowl, then I the whole thing shut down right after. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
That is like the craziest trip story I've heard.
Bro, and then everything, it was a wrap. It looked like, zombie apocalypse.
I know,
after
right?
That. There was no cars anywhere. It was just, it was wild.
My God.
From the French Polynesia
Yeah.
to total lockdown.
Oh, yeah, man. Crazy.
Bro, I'm sitting there thinking like,
imagine that transition.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sitting there thinking like, bro, that would have been crazy if like everybody like, oh man, yeah, whatever, Corona, I'm about to crack a Corona, and everybody has to get real serious real quick, yo.
Oh, yeah. Man, people didn't know how to act. You go in the store,
And you gotta think, bro, you're around a bunch of strangers that don't want to like, okay, so keep it real. You're in an airport, right? Or anybody, right? And so you're scared because like an earthquake or somehow like that, or there's COVID, right? You don't want to like show that you're scared. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
So everybody's acting like getting scared, but it's like you don't want to act like you're scared, but everybody's getting scared. Everybody looking at their phones and reading the same information, like, hey, man, you read this too? Like,
people were tripping. I didn't even know. I think I was still like kind of hungover, so I wasn't even tripping. I was like, hey, whatever.
Right.
I was coming off of vacation. I'd been grinding for like months straight before that, so it was really just like completely letting loose.
I'm gonna die happy. Let's go. Send it.
I wasn't really tripping because it wasn't like that's like we didn't know the severity of it yet. That was like right when it first hit. So I was like, whatever. But then after that, man, fools are dying, and like it was crazy. It's not funny, but you know what I mean.
I'm not laughing because I'm like, oh, they're dying. No.
Yeah. No, but like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like you're hearing about.
Take that anthrax stuff serious either, bro. That stuff started coming through envelopes, bro. Anthrax and now fentanyl, bro. It's just you can't trust anything. My little son to pick up a little baggie. He was outside checking the mail with my son, and he picked up a bag and said, "Daddy, what's this?" I said, "You should have asked me before you touched it." Right? Taking COVID test, like, bro.
You got to train them young, man.
What are some of these other places that you visited, man? And what are some like the most like meaningful experiences you've had at these places?
Man, I right before then, I went to Bali. And that was super dope because my little brother had told me.
When you say I went, like, what did you go there to do? Like
in Bali?
Well, I mean, you don't need to go to Bali. You don't need to go to Bali, I don't think.
You say remember when you did the Islander talk? You just go, bro. You just go.
So my thing was before that, like I'd gone through a breakup, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then once I was kind of like, okay, this is my opportunity. We moved out of the spot we were at. I moved back into, bachelor pad style. And I was like, man, I'm just going to double down and just focus on myself and really hone in and get some things accomplished, like and just kind of like, you know, try to be productive as possible, right? For some months after this process. And so like, man, I was just grinding and doing doing a lot of work, man. And I just looked up one day and it had been like months. And my brother was like, man, I just went out to Bali. It's crazy, all this. And like, so fast forward like 11 months down the road, man, I'm like, yo, I need a vacation. And I kind of like stacked up a little bit too, where I was like, man, I need to get away for like a month, bro. Like, let's do it for real.
Get gone.
So like, my brother, you know, he was like basically just gassing the whole experience he had out there, and it just sounded lit. So I was like, man, I'm doing it. Booked the tickets. You know, 17-hour flight later, you know.
Yes, right. Don't they be long?
It was 15 to like
17 hours,
2.5 or something, you know, to Indonesia, to Bali. So yeah, man, I mean, that experience was like, that was one of the best times of my life, man.
I have to imagine it's life changing.
Yeah, and like,
did you feel like you needed to get a shot when you got back?
You know, I didn't actually, man. Like, I was cool.
So, like, there's different bugs and stuff. You feel me? Like, you know.
Yeah. Nah. And so, my brother kind of schooled me. He was like, "You want to take this? You want to take this because you know you're probably gonna get the Bali belly or whatever they call it. You're probably gonna get sick at one point."
What's a Bali belly?
So that's just like you're not used to the food, and the water isn't drink. You can't drink the water, obviously. You can't. You know, sometimes some people, man, if they even get it on their toothbrush or something, and brush their teeth with it, they end up getting sick. So like, I was good money for like a couple weeks, and then I don't know what I ate, bro, but it was just I was only down for like a day and a half, something like that, you know. So,
and what did you take when you got to feel better? What did they give you?
Man, I just thugged it out.
I didn't squeeze no lemon in it.
Yeah. I was like,
lemon in the water,
bro. I just drank. I just got a bunch of bottles of water. You know, like the Poland Springs. You know, I just kept drinking nonstop, bro, and you know, just stayed in bed, man. And then after that, I was good though.
No, you do gotta wait.
You did it like black people do with ginger ale.
Right.
Man, I'm also surfing your Instagram, man, for more of your trips and everything you got here. And man, a cockfight in Indonesia.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the same trip.
So is that really a thing? Like, they really be like fighting them chickens like that for real?
Yeah, no, that was, bro. That was the craziest experience ever, bro. Like, that was.
It was a person basically told me that people would travel for this. Like, they'll travel to go fight their chicken.
Chicken lives ending.
Yo, so listen to this.
Chicken lives matter, man.
We went to this island that was it was called Nusa Penida, and it's like a small island, and it's really yeah, it's just the village people, bro. Like, it's just straight people from villages. They've lived there since hundreds of years. They got the same culture, same everything, and you know, people go to this island and they'll take photos and they'll get on the boat, but we stayed there for like a whole weekend. So we were with the people. We went to some ceremonies. That was one of the ceremonies that started off the whole thing. Was like they did the cockfight, and it was wild, bro. They attach razor blades to the feet, and then just have them like go at it. You know,
wow. I've seen it in the Philippines. They actually but they also let another rooster like agitate him, like peck him. Peck him in the.
Damn, dog.
Fight.
Yeah, it's wild.
So they instigate the entire fight.
Absolutely.
You in there hiding?
This is the same thing. Like,
okay, so I do thing in the hood with like the little homies. You know what I mean? You round them up, make them fight.
Or like in the Christmas with the white folk, they poke the bull and then they let the bull out, and then you know what I'm saying? The same thing. Ole.
Listen to this though. This is the craziest part. I was standing back because they were like, when we got up there, there was this dude, this Australian dude. He's like the one guy on the island who, you know, spoke English fluently, like somewhere from Australia. Dude was cool. I can't even remember his name right now, but he was cool. And he was like, you want to stand back because they put this poison on the blade. And last year, because they do this annually, right? Last year, some random dude got cut by the blade when he was grabbing the You know the
yeah.
Turkey, whatever they are.
I'm pretty sure it's a rooster. I think it's a rooster.
Yeah, whatever they are. So
were you refraining from using the other word?
Which one is that?
So you got the cock.
Yeah, you get that's pause worthy. That's super pause worthy. So I wanted to, yeah, exactly.
I pause it, but it's like
I saw your mind walking around it, looking for another one.
Right. I was trying to figure out the word.
So really quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, please. Yeah, I need to know what happened to the guy.
So the dude was reaching down to grab it, and got cut with the blade, and he died, bro.
Oh my
god!
Yeah, I was like, so they told me that story. I'm like, way in the cut.
All right,
I was like, I'm going nowhere near that thing. Man. Like,
R.I.P. him and them roosters. Man.
Oh my god! So that actually
I almost bought a rooster.
That actually brings up a question from the comments, real quick. You said they have the poisonous on the blades. So KJ wants to know though, do you eat them if
probably
they die?
not? If
I have no idea. What they do.
If they're poison riddled,
I'm sure. Yeah. If
it's real quick, how much money was on the line? How much money was on the line?
I don't even know. Man. I don't even know.
You really don't want to eat food that was killed in battle.
Yeah.
That's the wrong energy.
You don't want that poison.
The whole time I'm listening to your story.
That's not the move right there.
That's not
The
really.
whole time I'm listening to your story, I'm just wondering, like, at what point did razor blades become like insufficient? Like, you know what? We need to put some poison on these blades.
I know, right?
The razor blade alone is not enough.
We can't just let them bleed out. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not enough that they're fighting and they're irritated.
I have to assume it's because they want to get to the climax faster.
Oh my god!
You know, they don't want you to just die slowly bleeding. Yeah. It's a game. There's money on the line here.
No, hear me out. No, hear me out here. You will die just stabbed sometimes.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. It was
I
crazy.
just think they don't want to stab and they want like a straight death. I feel it.
Yeah,
I seen
this is getting a little dark. This is getting dark.
They would throw their bets out on the floor.
Okay.
So that's why I said how much was on the line, because I'm sitting there thinking like just like a bunch of people just like making it rain, yo.
Yo, I posted that too, and the animal rights people got on me.
Oh my god!
Repping killing turkeys or whatever, or roosters.
It's not his idea. He was visiting.
So
I'm like,
roosters. It's a
how
cock.
did they put this whole thing together?
How did they get at you? Did they just go in your DMs or did they email you?
Exactly what they do.
Comments. All
I feel like they have the right to actually take it off the internet.
Engage and then delete. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
if they keep.
You almost got canceled, bro.
You probably what hashtags did you use? You probably hashtagged cockfighting, and I imagine that they scowl that.
I don't see that. No, I don't see any of that, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that. No, they just found the picture, man. There's nothing on a hashtag.
Bro, they scope for stuff like that, man. They scope for stuff like
wow, they really looking out for that.
It's crazy.
Man, KJ, you need to relax. Blade wielding cocks. You need to relax, KJ.
Yeah,
all right, man.
Save the comments like that for the game.
You know he's coming, man. If we were to do a competition for best comment so far, that would already win for sure. But we're gonna get to some Seattle music because we're up on another break. This one actually comes not Seattle music. This is actually from a little bit north, Vancouver. Okay, so Van City.
Let's go.
Yeah. Former guest of the show, David July. He has a new album out. It's called Kaleidoscope. And this one comes from the album featuring another former guest of the show, FML John Thomas. It's called Do It Again. So check out this one from David July, Do It Again, featuring FML John Thomas off the album Kaleidoscope. And we'll be right back with our guest, Mackeehan, and Be Awake, and we'll play Take Your Pick, and also an appearance from Sean the Shaman with a video debut. So don't go anywhere. This is Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Been looking for the answers in the garden. I might skip a couple steps, achieving stardom. And it's some eyes, just my flesh and disregard them. Just took a shot of feeling rich and love. This, take a hit, make a list, cuff. This, cover that, cover this, cuff. This, popping is made ahead, then do it again. Stop this, take a hit, make a list, cop this, copy that, copy this. Wake it up, I'm gonna get it for me. Wake it up, get it on. And I don't care for the money like that. I still carry 100 in stacks. I might share when I'm stunning like that. Go get in your bag, little homie like that. I ain't going back home to raise my stats. It's a game, so I save my past. When I'm off in the whip, you gon' see me like that. So I'll be hitting snare like a drummer like that. I took a shot to the cuz. I'm not used away from the buzz. Letting it do what it does. Getting me right with the car. And she had top of it all. Hit me right back with a call. Fire pop like a star. I just gotta check it, it ain't going right to you. You say you would be that gone, I'm like, ooh. Pick me up. Say pick me up. Now truck go high, take off goodbye. So fly, engine won't die. I don't know in time, you won't spend a day in my mind. You know I'm here in my prime. I ain't gonna down. Stop this, take a hit, make a list, call this, carbon this, call this, popping is made ahead, then do it again. Stop this, take a hit, make a list, call this, copy this. Wake it up, I'm gonna get it for me. Wake it up, get it on.
I hope you hear this song. I hope that all these lyrics hurt you. Took a broken bond and made it pain is a virtue. Hurt like surgery, I let it burn like Usher Raymond to the 4th degree. I feel like Kane, I've gone insane. I got these memories in my head, please make them stop. I tried and really gave it all I got. A hard to swallow pill, cause love is war. I fade away so I will love you more. Was holding back the vibe, did a real constellations high up in the hill. I'm an anti-hero, made a back until you paint a villain mural. So if you hit my phone, I'm like,
stop this, take a hit, make a list, call this, carbon this, call this, popping is made ahead, then do it again. Stop this, take a hit, make a list, call this, copy this. Wake it up, I'm gonna get it for me. Wake it up, get it on.
My birthday. What's good, y'all? It's David July. You're tuned in to Rainier Avenue Radio with Fresh Juice, with D Money, Pint Size Patron, and ID Yourself.
Hey.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face. Things that hurt up your space. When you cough and sneeze, you responsibly feel you're getting ill. Isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Mga kaibigan, ito po si Kuya Bert Kawili.
And this is Miles Salvador from Australia.
And I'm Norb Kawili, also known as Norbcam. Kung gusto niyo po ang latest news and events from the Philippines at yung local Filipino community, Phil Radio po.
We play Filipino music and interview guests from all around the world.
And I'll keep you updated on the latest Seahawks and sports news. Kaya always tune in. Phil Radio every Tuesday, 1 to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
And in YouTube and Facebook. Salamat po.
Do you have an idea for a community project in your neighborhood? You could be eligible for up to $50,000 in funding through the City of Seattle's Neighborhood Matching Fund. Grants are awarded to grassroots projects that build stronger communities, with an emphasis on projects led by impacting Black, Indigenous, and people of color BIPOC communities.
To learn more about the Neighborhood Matching Fund or to see if your project meets the criteria, visit seattle.gov/neighborhoods/NMF.
Yo, what's happening? This is Sean the Shaman, and you're tuned in live to Fresh Juice on Rainier Ave Radio Worldwide with your host D Money, Pint Size Patron, and ID Yourself. Love is free. Swayside, stand up. Brah!
First, I like to bless the soul of Sammy Drain, one of the illest to ever touch a 6 string. I sailed to the Central District's blood veins. Now he and Hendrix are one once again. We first met when I was spinning up in Renton. Spot called the R-Bar, remember when he stepped in. Gave me his phone number and autographed his CD. I was from Tacoma, he said he was from the CD. And I don't know, but something that came over me. An affirmation, a 23. I told him I see him again, he said okay. Next time I see him, it was on my birthday. He walked with a strut, head up and no care. Play a type of real life Huggy Bear. A big hat with a small amount of hair. He pulled up a chair, we got a little impaired. A teacher lacing me with the wisdom. Check my Instagram for visuals to this one. A pharaoh, but it's 2 main goals. Yo, they used to say I had a old soul. Grab his old shit and put it in rotation. A little way that I could give appreciation. Pop the top for Papa Bueno's creation. Face the east and pour it out. Libations. Libations. R.I.P. to the truth like Sojourner. Blessed life, your soul is eternal. Patience. Vibrations. R.I.P. to the truth like Sojourner. Blessed life, your soul is eternal. The shaman is a force to be reckoned with. The bar you should measure with. Just remember who you stepping with. Man with the mission, Will Smith, I am legend-ish. Caught on the concepts they may never get. Like Nebuchadnezzar before, more eloquent. The Sphinx blinked and suddenly I was heaven sent. And I became the pencil that the universe is sketching with. No warning for the sudden shift of consciousness. When everyone around me's battling for dominance, I let the message in the music take prominence and push the shit with the money from monopolists. I'm the real news mother of a columnist. There is no Clark Kent in this metropolis. There is only economists in my consulate. I am the obstinate occupant of the opposite. Young shaman and Dalai Lama synonymous. More provocative than your condiments. Ha ha, I bet that one stuck. Pour it out to the spirit world and change your luck. It's libations. Libations. R.I.P. to the truth like Sojourner. Blessed life, your soul is eternal. Patience. Vibration.
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m. Follow us on our YouTube at Fresh Juice Media. You can go directly there, youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. That is Sean the Shaman, new record from him, Libations.
That joint go.
Production by Good Ass Waffles right there.
Yeah.
And maybe you have it. He's here to join us for just a couple of seconds, man. So without no further ado, let's bring in our guy from Tacoma. You know he is. He is Sean the Shaman.
Oh, what is up? Beautiful
what
people.
Is good?
Hey, Fresh Juice. I'm happy to be here. Bro. Yo, hey, I appreciate that, man. Yo, I just came from the Nectar Lounge. My boy Nana is in the building out here from Crenshaw to the World. He just played Rolling Loud, and he's up here tonight opening for Token. The show's crazy, but I wanted to make sure to drop in with you guys, my favorite radio show in the entire world, giving support to us in the Northwest, and also connecting us to the world, right? That's why we call it Rainier Avenue Worldwide. It's Juice, Fresh Juice Radio, boy. So anyway, you know what it is, man. Libations is a memorial record dedicated to my brother, Sammy Drain. He grew up, he was best friends with Jimi Hendrix. If you watch the YouTube video, you'll see that the beginning of the video talks a little bit about that. And that's the whole sentiment, man. A fellow Pisces, his birthday was on March 13th. That's when we dropped the video. And everything about it is just to honor his legacy and to let everyone know, like, artists past, present, future, we're all connected on this totem pole of music, you know what I'm saying? And so let's make sure we give each other our flowers, because it's a hard life and it's a tough journey for all of us, you know what I mean? So it's libations to the fallen, and it's big praise due to everyone present right now doing it, man. So shout out to you guys for showing the world that. I appreciate you.
That's big love,
Appreciate
man.
you, man.
For sure, man. Definitely,
man.
definitely.
That's love, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's Also, a belated happy birthday to you. I think we recognized your birthday on the previous episode. It happened like right around a couple of days ago.
Yeah. 3/11, man. 3/11, March 11th, man. Appreciate you.
Man, and your homie was born on 3/12. That's a connection right there.
Yeah, 3/13. But you know what? That's what's so
3/13, right.
crazy.
That's my sister's birthday.
What?
Yeah, we just celebrated her the other day too, man.
Man, you got too many fish on this show, man.
Hey man, it's a like Pike Place Market in here, man. We just toss it
Right.
back and forth, man. You know, so that's love. That's love.
Oh man. So I mean, we see you working, man. Obviously, as a both as an artist and as a DJ, dropping singles every now and then. Are you gearing up for something pretty big here shortly, or are you continuing to just drop something here, jump in there, keep it going?
Well, thanks for asking, D Money. You know, after our last conversation, I got the opportunity to go and play Cali Vibes down in Long Beach. With Wu-Tang Clan and Dirty Heads and Sublime with Rome and those guys, beautiful people. I also played Dry Diggins Festival with Damian Marley and Modest Yahoo and all these amazing people. And God has been real good to me, man. Right now, I do have a record that I'm super excited about. It's with my brother Ethan Tucker, and it was produced by Mario Caldado. And that name, you may not know it, but Mario C, if you're a Beastie Boys fan and you've heard the song Intergalactic Planetary, they say, Mario C likes to keep it clean. Coming to the party, disrupt the whole scene.
Yeah.
So this record is called Bad Man, and it's going to be coming out on Ethan Tucker's album on Silverback Music. And that's my pipeline. You know, I'm like a slightly stupid Cypress Hill, Marley head, Sublime, obviously, and all that. So we have some stuff on the way, but what's really exciting is in April, I'll be DJing an opening for Michael Winslow, the man of 10,000 voices from Spaceballs, Police Academy, the voice guy.
I've seen him so live, bro. He's a dope live.
He's so cool. And then also we have a very big 420 show at Jazz Bones in Tacoma with Ethan Tucker and some notable comedians. And so, and then Devin the Dude. I'm playing with Devin the Dude May the 10th. And so, yeah, we have a couple of strings of shows, but the music, man, when you start messing with those guys on that, I'm still an unsigned, unmanaged guy, just happy to be at the table making art. But some of these guys, they have a lot of different business operations that have to happen before music can be shared with the world. And so you'll know when it drops. Well, you'll know.
We definitely appreciate you being humble, man. But the truth is, you deserve to be there, bro.
Yes.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for even giving us the info about the the record coming. Thanks for even letting us know about it.
Hey man, you know what? I'm just stoked about it, man. When we recorded that, I go to use the bathroom in Mario's studio, and it's just like platinum plaques and gold plaques all around you, and you're just trying to maybe like handle your business, but it's hard not to like look up and see like he did like Funky Cole Medina, and he did like Bust a Move by like Young MC. He did like he just doesn't miss. And like I'm a big Chili Peppers fan, and I was like trying to talk to him about Chili Peppers, and he was like, oh, I was with Flea the other night. And it was just like these moments of like realizing like, man, okay, I'm a peer. I'm a peer to these people.
The same way that we talk about each other, the same way that we talk about each other as in like a community of one city is the same way that the hip hop community speaks about one another as if they live in one city. You feel me? Like
it's really,
they network that closely together. It's crazy.
I love it, man. And I love what you guys are doing. I love the additions. I like seeing Mambo in here, man. I've seen Mambo do the Fremont Fridays with martial law on them. Always a great time, and always a great time. So it's really cool to see the evolution of the scene moving forward. And like you said, you mentioned the fishes, man. We're just a big old school of fish out here in the Northwest, man. It's a big orthopod, man.
I'm from Finding Nemo in the EAC, baby.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, man. Thank you for coming through, Sean.
I appreciate you
you're
guys,
welcome
man.
to stay for this
Appreciate you,
next
Don.
segment called Take Your Pick. It's a game show. You've played it before, so you're welcome to stay for that if you want.
I'm gonna roll out, guys. I'm gonna let you hold it.
Okay.
I love everybody, man. Peace out. Libations is online. I encourage you to check out the video. Directed by Quentin Peters, QP, Orange Beanie. You've seen him around. It's one love, guys. Love is free, man.
Much love to you, man.
All right, yeah, I'm still rocking that tee.
For sure. Thank you. Thanks for the tea.
Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yes, as I meant, thank you to Sean the Shaman for coming through. As I mentioned, it's time to play Take Your Pick. There it is. Yes, sir. It is time to play. We want you all involved in the comment section, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We're going to give you 2 different options, and you choose one of them. Of course, we're all going to play. Both of our guests, Be Awake, Mackeehan, they're both going to play along with all of us. But yeah, be as funny as you want with your comments. You can explain yourself. You could be out the box. We will select our favorite out of all the comments. So, be as extreme as you want. It's a comment at the end of the day. So last week's winner was, let me pull that up, Michaela James, who said, cemetery, I fear the living more.
What was the question again?
I believe if you didn't tune in last week, the question that was associated with take your pick between living next to a cemetery or a dump. So she said the cemetery, I fear the living more.
Yeah.
All right, man. We are ready to get going here. We're going to do 5 of these or as much as time allows. So digging in, here's your first one. Have a photographic memory or be able to forget anything by choice.
Photographic memory, man.
Photographic memory for Patron.
Seeing is believing.
Man, for sure. I'm with you, Patron. I'm rocking with Patron, man. Photographic memory, man.
I'm doing
it.
Or be able to
there's more of a bag in it, man, realistically.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You said or do what? Or be able to forget what?
Forget anything.
Forget anything.
I'm pretty good at
I feel like the only time
I don't think I need that as a superpower. I think I'm good.
Actually, sir, I'm gonna go ahead and tap right on in on that. So let me go ahead and just say that I would first be able to forget anything. And the reason why I would be able to forget anything while I play an iPad is because I have plausible deniability. So I can't snitch on something I don't really know about. And on top of that, I'm beating every lie detector test that you ever put me against.
Yeah.
Try me, fam. And I'm robbing the bank. And I forgot that I did it.
And I could see the merit of having that ability to forget anything by choice. Like, let's say you
that would get you out of so much crap, bro. It would
might
get you out of so
You
much.
wouldn't want to keep that.
Yeah, somebody will remind you though. You forget.
Right.
You forgot.
There you go.
Hey, you can remind me. I'm like, you remind me? I forgot again.
Yeah. I remember doing that. That didn't happen. No.
You think you forgot it, and then you walk into a room, you smell something, you're like, oh.
Yeah, memories all for to show you. There's a time in your life when you feel like it's a deja vu moment. Maybe it's something that you thought you forgot.
Absolutely.
It's coming back and you're like, it feels like it's happened before.
All of a sudden that trauma will pop back up.
You never know. I'd rather to have a photographic memory. I'd like to know all things if it's possible.
Right. It would be so much easier to learn stuff, if you have a photographic memory, for sure. Easy learning curve.
And we could other things like maybe way out, like we could tap mindset, we could tap into some other things that we would not.
Well, we're getting higher level now. Yes.
All right, I'm done.
That visualization, baby.
Hey, Mackeehan knows. He knows. Miles Salvador says have photographic memory. So I should clean sweep on that one. Let's move on to the next one. Have an assistant reply to all of your emails, or have an assistant do all of your essential shopping.
Oh, that's the show.
Oh, you know what? You can be on the email. You can be on the emails, girl, because
I'm
can't have
assistant on the emails.
Yeah, you do the emails.
Okay.
Emails.
Yeah, I'm already gonna tell you what to say. I'm already gonna tell you what to say. All you gotta do is press enter.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what to say, and you're gonna be doing all the tedious emails too. I'm gonna say the funny one.
Thanks for replying.
Get
We'll
that
get
up,
back
get
to
that
you
up
later.
No, I'm sending her to the store, man. Hands down.
You say you're sending to the store?
Sending her to the store, man.
Doing all the essential
Yo,
stuff.
Sam, you're gonna need a receipt. You're gonna need a receipt, a warranty, and a shipping label because you're gonna send it back.
I'm not gonna get you canceled, B. No, we're not even gonna go on that road.
No, Sam, all I'm saying is like if you guys were to order things for one another as a couple, you're gonna want to do that on like the computer together, not like sending her to the store, fam. Like that's not the way.
True.
Well, see, the whole sending the assistant to the shopping would be cool, but realistically, that needs to be Shorty's assistant because if I get the wrong thing at the store, if my assistant gets the wrong thing at the store and I get cussed out, now my assistant's getting cussed out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Emails, there's just not a lot of room for clerical error in the emails.
For sure. That's true. That's
You
true.
feel me? You got one job, that is the email.
A lot of emails is just getting the ball out of your court. You know what I mean?
It really is, though.
Like, just reply, just to say you replied.
Yeah.
I just get scared of people talking for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why you gotta get the right assistant.
Right? You gotta get the right assistant.
God,
You gotta get that money penny, bro.
If I could change it, I'd rather have a driver.
Word.
Ooh, that's a good one though, Patron. That's a good one.
Yeah, I could see that one for sure, man. Because
That driver actually would be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice though.
Bring the car around. Bring the car around.
But that's another one where he's got to be cool. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because man,
I closed the partition on him.
He can't be super talkative.
Gotta close the partition on him.
You know what I mean?
I think I'm gonna switch it around, and I'm gonna have
Close the partition. You're gonna hit the intercom on
female
Patron.
driver.
What'd you say?
So it's a
I said
female
I'm gonna
driver?
have the male assistant and the female driver.
Okay.
Okay. I see you.
You gotta do the female assistant with the male driver because the male driver is, I feel like, the male driver is more critical. The female assistant would be more.
The female driver gonna get you there on time in a hurry.
For real.
Nah, your boy's gonna do that because he's driving over the curb, bruh.
Oh my God, man!
You got to be comfortable with that awkward silence, bro.
What's the next question?
My Zen time is in the car, you know.
Right.
I like to keep it quiet. I don't even, man. I try not to even take calls, man. I'm just zoning out.
Woo!
You know.
All right, man. Let's keep it rolling. Take your pick. All right. Always have mud in your shoes, or always have a pebble in your shoes.
Always.
See, wait. I feel like this question was framed wrong because, like, why is the mud inside your shoe? Like, is it mud on
You
your
got
shoes?
loose ankles, I guess.
Yeah, you're just a dirty person, man. If there's mud always up in your actual shoe.
I feel like
on
you're
your
supposed to
shoe.
say, would you rather
No,
have
I'm saying, what if you went mudding, bro? If you
shoes?
went mudding and you took the doors off your Jeep and you went mudding, you're gonna have mud in your boot.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. That ID's got a point
that
there.
If the question is how it is, then I'll definitely take the pebble over physical mud inside my shoe. But if it's mud on my shoes or a pebble, then I'll definitely have mud on the outside
See,
of my
now
shoe.
I'm gonna take the mud because the mud's gonna dry. Now, see, the mud's gonna dry. The mud's gonna dry and warm up. The pebble's never gonna go away, and it's gonna be continuously annoying. I'm going with the mud.
Man,
You are gonna be walking
think of that.
around
The
in the
pressure point
shoes,
on your
it will
foot
not dry.
constantly.
Crazy.
It's gonna dry. And I'm taking the shoes off. Listen,
Yeah,
I'm taking the shoes off.
mud in
I'm
the
taking
shoe.
the shoes
You're
off.
not just going
I
disregard
already got
size.
I'm
hella
taking
socks.
the shoes off. And
While
now I'm
your
gonna dry
socks
the
and-
mud
While your
and
shoes
put it
are on,
halfway
the mud
back.
is not drying unless you're walking around Las Vegas in the
sun.
summer.
Yeah, in the sun.
I got hella socks, bro.
Mud is gonna give you cushion.
I can't with you, KJ, man. Mud is gonna give you.
It's gonna give you brown socks. Is what it's gonna give you.
I'm not doing that pain though, man. That
soggy socks, soggy socks.
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing, Mackeehan, man? Mud or the
Mud.
pebbles?
It's the mud. It's the mud.
The mud.
Yes, brother, we go with the soggy socks, baby.
I hate wet socks. I think we talked about this in a question before about like wet socks.
About
I can't
soggy
do
socks,
wet
yeah.
socks. Wet
I'm
socks
100%
is such a terrible experience.
wet
Yo, we
socks.
soggy sock gang. Y'all know what you're talking about.
Wet socks is his kryptonite.
SSC, baby.
It's kryptonite. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Wet socks. Oh my God.
I won't go on stage. I won't do any. If the socks are wet, it's over. Cancel it.
That's true. Hey, actually, I didn't even think about that. Because if it's wet mud, you're getting that sponge foot, bro.
Oh, not the sponge foot.
You're getting that sponge foot. You're cooked. That's even going to be worse than the pebble. Man.
Yo, son, I'm trying to tell you guys. Yo, check it out. If you take off the boots, baby, okay, you let the mud dry, all right? That's an extra sole in your shoes.
Well,
you dig?
you take
put
off
your foot back in. Hold on. You put your foot back in. Now you warm the mud back up, and then you got warm, nice, new soles in your. I'm trying to tell you, bro. You gotta know how to do this, bro.
Warm mud feels like sponge, like pebble.
Good point.
Like warm, a lot
You
of
take out most of the mud. You leave like a small layer. Take most of the mud out when you take your shoes off. Leave a small layer.
It feels like dirt. Warm mud becomes dirt. So it's like
it might increase your height by an inch too.
All over.
Half an inch.
Yo, you keep talking about my height, I'm gonna mess you up, B.
I can't tell. I can't tell your height from here, brother. I can't tell.
I'm 5'6", all right? Leave me alone, okay?
He's standing up there, actually.
I am standing up.
I mean, who's the real pint size, man?
Yeah, I think Patron might be like a little bit taller than me.
What's
the
the next
real
question?
pint size, please stand up. There you go. He already is now. Okay, let's move on to the next one. All right, man. Have no eyebrows or have a unibrow.
All right, look, let's keep it real. Everybody keep it real.
Oh, man, no eyebrows.
Everybody keep it real.
Straight alien, yo.
Now, if you go to the Asian market, if you're gonna go to the Asian market and let her tattoo the brows on you.
All right, I'm ready to go. If no one else ready, I'm ready.
Go for it. Go for it, Mama. What are you doing?
So I'm definitely gonna go team no eyebrows. Hold on. Relax.
Team no eyebrows.
Relax.
I gotta go.
Mackeehan, I see you. Relax.
I gotta go.
Be smooth. Hold on.
Let me hear this.
Hey, every single morning when I get up, I'm gonna have Shorty get me right, bro. Girls draw eyebrows on all the time. Like,
get them tattooed.
What is he talking about? And now my eyebrow, I got custom eyebrows. I'm on that blue eyebrows.
Custom eyebrows.
I don't know. I got red eyebrows. I got zigzag eyebrows.
I'm gonna need you, Mambo. I'm gonna need you to relax.
Did you like the song or?
A unibrow? That means you gotta
Well,
tweeze it all the time.
the-
It's always growing back. There's only one.
Bro, you said everything right. You said everything right. You said everything right.
He's 7
Except
feet tall and plays in the NBA. That's the only reason it works. If you're not him, it's not gonna work.
I'm doing the unibrow, bro. Just call me Uno. I'm in the spot.
Yo, fam. Okay, so I'm taking. Okay, so Mambo said everything right except for one thing. So I'm gonna take the no eyebrows, right? But I'm gonna get the tattooed eyebrows like I originally had, so you won't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, I could work with that. That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
You're committing too much. I want the custom.
So you can do the eyebrows. You can do the eyebrows, but they can't be too pretty and clean though, man. Otherwise, it's gonna look a little.
Nah, but you know what's crazy? I'm gonna have like a really, really dope tattoo artist, so they can like get the shading and look like you can really see like the other hairs and the other legs.
He's not even gonna put an arch in yours. It's gonna be a straight line. Like an animation.
Straight joint.
Give like an anime. It's one line, bro.
You better hope he don't get it wrong. That's all I'm
KJ
gonna
says
say.
that's a tough one. I'm gonna have the cleanest unibrow. It's gonna be trimmed to perfection.
Put the
Bro, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna get look, listen, check it. I'm gonna take an equal sign. I'm gonna take an equal sign. Patron, I'm gonna take an equal sign. I'm gonna take an equal sign and I'm gonna separate it. I'm gonna put each bar above my.
What are you doing, Mackeehan? I don't know if you checked it.
I think I'd work. That's a tough one, bro.
Mackeehan.
Yo, I started off with your.
Bring the dreads over. Just bring the bangs down, and you good.
Yeah, this is good. I'm good. I'm good. Either way, I'm good. I just work it into my look. I'll work it into my looks. I'm good. I'll go with everyone.
What are you doing, ID? What are you doing?
Okay, look, I'm going with the tattooed eyebrows. Tattooed eyebrows.
Tattooed eyebrows. Okay.
I can't with y'all answers right now. Every time y'all say something, I gotta walk off and just recompose myself.
We got one more, right?
We got one more. Let's go ahead and
If
do
we can
that.
handle
man.
it.
Real quick, I do want to say, like, when you see somebody with no eyebrows, you have to stare. Like,
Oh, fact.
you have to figure it out.
Hold on. So when
The
you
unibrow, you look registered unibrow.
No. When you see someone with the unibrow, you don't stare.
But the eyebrows is like, I don't know what's missing, but it's missing.
Yeah.
That's a true.
Patron.
What was the movie Powder?
Patron.
Dude had no eyebrows, no hair.
Yeah.
Patron.
It's like
if you see a unibrow, do you not stare at the unibrow as well? I just want to know.
Hey, if it's
now you glance at the unibrow, you stare at no eyebrows.
No, I'm staring at both. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yo, the first time I saw Anthony Davis, I was like, dang. That joint is crazy. And all you gotta do is get your girl, you know what I mean? Or you can even hit it with the razor, bro. It'll look better. You know?
It just grows back harder. For sure. Thicker hairs.
Good for the moment, though. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
This is not a comedy show.
Yo, and who's the chick that's just like, hey, I can handle it. Like, bro, like, let me handle that for you.
Shape you up real quick.
He's like, no, this is me. Like, but you're on TV like every day. This is me.
By the way, ID KJ's calling you out, man. He says you're cheating for the tatted eyebrow.
Yo, son, check me out. Yo, put me on the big screen, baby. Hold up. You see these? I'll get these tatted on me. You see these? Put me on the big screen. Put me on the big screen. Put me on the big screen.
I'll do that. Here we go. Okay.
These are pretty. You see these? I'll get these tatted on me. I'll get that tatted on me.
All right, man. Let's do this last one, man. Take your pick. Here we go. All right. Never be able to receive a compliment or never be able to complain.
I love complaining, man. I don't really like compliments either.
This is a really good last one.
Overrated, right?
You said never be able to receive. Wait, say it again.
Never be able to receive a compliment or never be able to complain.
There's an art.
Nobody's really good at receiving compliments.
It feels like none of the answers are right.
You know what? No, there is one.
Yeah, none of the answers are right. Thank you.
I got
I'd
you.
really like to receive a compliment.
I will for sure take the positive choice, which is the obvious choice, which is never be able to complain again.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm rocking with you, Mambo.
Now people just compliment me all the time, and I don't complain. People actually compliment me because I don't complain. They're like, you know what, Mambo? I really appreciate how you just never complain.
Bro, I've never heard you whine.
Once ever.
Right?
And I'd be walking around not getting enough compliments.
But the way I'm taking it though, when I take the never can complain, I also have to get they have to erase the complain thoughts because I'm not gonna have thoughts in my head and I just can't vocalize them because that's gonna irritate me.
Right. You don't want to hold that in.
Yeah, you don't want to. You know what I mean? That's not healthy.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely.
Like, I really wish I could tell him, but I can't tell him because I never complain.
I know, right? And then would you get a chip on your shoulder because you know you can't complain? So everybody you meet, you want that compliment off top. You know what I mean? Like, better compliment me, bro.
But you can't ask for it.
Complain.
But if you ask for it, that's a form of complaining. So you can't really say anything. You just gotta live it.
Yeah.
Man, what are we doing, Mackeehan, man? I don't know if we got your answer on this one.
I'd work with never be able to complain, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Like it kind of put you to live in the positive all the time. So it's like, all right, even when it's bad, you're like, I see the positive in this, and I'm off.
I'm gonna show you how to flip it. So check this out. I'm gonna be the one that can't take a compliment because every time I complain about something, it's gonna be something I want to fix.
Okay. I see that.
I was gonna say the art of complaining is, you want to do it so you don't want to discourage it from being done.
Yeah,
you just want to pass time while you're doing it.
The art of complaining as a sentence is crazy. And the concept of never receiving a compliment is nuts. Like, so imagine you just got the most immaculate haircut you've ever got in your life, and nobody in the shop, nobody who you see says a word.
Yeah.
You just become
ever at something, and like everybody's like, hey,
look, Mambo, now Mambo, look,
you win a Grammy
Mambo,
award,
check it.
and like,
No, go back to the beginning.
No compliment.
Go back to the beginning.
You can't win awards because to win an award is a form of a compliment. So you can't win anything.
No, Mambo, check it out, Mambo. So check it. I'm gonna go with the first one. You said I get a haircut and nobody's saying nothing to me, right? So I'm gonna start complaining about it, right? Because I'm complaining, right? So as soon as I start complaining about it, I'm just gonna do something that makes me feel better because I'm complaining about something that don't even matter. I'm just gonna go spend some money or go do a performance or check an interview.
That's a lot of steps. My Apple Watch won't let me do that many steps.
What if you do that haircut and they accidentally shave off your eyebrow?
Yo, damn, I know.
It'll grow back.
It would be.
Everything go here for me, fam.
Yeah, he'd call his tattoo appointment. Book a tattoo.
Welcome, Danny.
I'm saying if I go with either one of these, man, I'm having mental health problems for sure.
Oh, hands down.
I need both.
Right?
I need them both.
Ill self-esteem, bro.
I know, right?
I think we do everything to be complimented, though. Like, even the
Does that make you a sociopath?
Go outside for someone to say,
or narcissist?
You look fly tonight.
Does that make you narcissistic or like a sociopath?
like for real, you never hear that your car looks really nice. You don't like your watch.
Yeah. Always be wondering if things are good or not.
It becomes a little narcissistic though.
Right. Yeah. No compliments. Hey, bro, check out my new song.
Yeah.
No.
Yo, Sims is running up. Crickets.
I spent 10 years on this album. You got this masterpiece. You know what I mean?
Even basics.
Yo, it would be worse. It would be worse if you were going viral and every time you told somebody about it, or every time somebody ran into or you heard somebody playing your song, and then you mentioned it to them, then it's just like crickets. It's like, oh, I
You show up to the Super Bowl party, and it's
right.
Hey, bro, this is my new girlfriend, and no, there's no.
And then they change the song.
Congratulations.
You're like, she's super bad, isn't she? Everybody's just
all right.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, bro.
Miles says never be able to complain. And KJ says no need for negativity, no complaining. Why not? So compliment me all day, even if it's not necessary. Okay, KJ, I see you. All right, that's Take Your Pick for the evening. Thank you, everyone, for playing. KJ, Miles, Salvador, and everyone else who checked in and gave us some comments on there. We appreciate y'all for always playing Take Your Pick with us. Let's show some birthday love before we get to the commercial break. Happy birthday, Vinny Dwayne of Portland, man. Very talented MC. Happy birthday, Lace Cadence. Ike.
What's good, Ike?
Hey, my guy, right there. And happy birthday, Brainstorm.
Happy
Brain,
birthday.
brain. What up, bro?
Brain.
Sir.
Shout out to the Pisces, man. All right, any other birthdays?
Yeah, I got a birthday.
What do you got, ID? What do you got?
I'm just kidding. I just want to give a shout out to all the sissies in this.
You need to relax. All right, man.
Those muddy socks got him acting up.
I know, right? Or this shoe. All right. Any birthdays, Mackeehan? Be awake. Any birthdays?
I wish to my girls is in 3 days, but not today.
Oh, okay.
So happy early birthday, baby.
Is she watching this?
Not right now.
She
but
will.
we
All
have
right,
to
real quick.
right now.
What you gonna get her?
We're about to go on a little overnight trip. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
What's it like? Salish Lodge or something? Like,
Okay, Salish Lodge.
I've never been there. She put me on, so I'm like, okay,
All right,
we're just gonna go get a room. You know what I mean? Do dinner or something. You know,
Watch Club. Yeah, definitely.
get out of the
So
city.
you're gonna do dinner, right?
Yeah.
Always nice.
Mackeehan, any birthdays?
No. Anniversary.
Okay.
Happy
Oh,
anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Mine
yeah.
was like 3 days ago.
Oh yeah. How many years?
2.
2.
We've been together for 11 years though, so.
Okay.
Solid.
Okay.
Solid.
Very dope.
Congratulations, brother.
Birthdays, Mambo.
No.
Okay. Let's get to another song from Mackeehan right now off of that album. Notes of Passion. This one is called Phone Freeze Up by Carisha, man. So check this one out. So
Yeah, she's a good singer.
yes, definitely. And we'll be back after these messages with a question from our own ID Yourself. So keep it locked. We got Be Awake. We got Mackeehan, man, and we're not going anywhere for the next half an hour to entertain you. Tell your friends it's Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Phone freeze up, jump in my whip, burn my 4 wheels up. Knock on your door till your soul leave ya. You'll be surprised when your knees them touch. She said pull these up, dress over shoulder, your wig frizzed up. Flat on your back with your 2 knees up. Touch you so hard, you said don't ease up. Touch you so hard, you said don't ease up. Touch you so hard, you said don't ease up. Touch you so hard, you said don't ease up. Touch you so hard, you said don't ease up.
Night just stopped, roll up the Lord, but my eyes them spark. Airplane mode and the phone them park. Think we are fight when the war start. It's okay, I'ma give you love in the right way. I'ma give you love in the right way.
It's okay, I'ma give you love in the right way. It's okay, I'ma give the man you deserve. Touch you so hard, you said don't ease up. Touch you so hard, you said don't ease up. Touch you so hard, you said don't ease up. Touch you so hard, you said don't ease up. Phone freeze up, jump in my whip, burn my 4 wheels up. Knock on your door till your soul leave ya. You'll be surprised when your knees them touch. She said pull these up, dress over shoulder, your wig frizzed up. Flat on your back with your 2 knees up. Touch you so hard, you said don't ease up.
Y'all already know what's going on. No. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Jane from Abstraction, and you are tapped in with Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio, hosted by OG Mambo, D Money, Pint Size Patron, and IDYourself
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
Black generational wealth. For a long time, that's been a dream that needs to see reality. For hundreds of years, Black people have been in the United States and have suffered for it. We built this country, but have not yet really seen the dream come alive and what that means for Black people and people of color. This is going to take some time and some work and a lot of sacrifice. So people of color have always done that. And so it won't be any different. You don't need to do it alone, and you don't need to do it alone, because this is a community work project. It's going to take some rigor. It'll take a change in mindset for individuals and the community and the nation at large. This won't be simple, but that's okay. Nothing that's good or worthwhile is ever really simple.
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. I'm Granville Emerson, along with my partner, Ronald Pepe Bean. And we host the show Little Line Sports right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, where we talk about football, basketball, local sports, national sports, Seahawks, UW, Seattle U Redhawks, Garfield Bulldogs, all that and more right here on Little Line Sports on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
The beat of the Fox with nastiness is back on K-Fox Night Beat.
Yo, what's the deal? It's the legendary Hall of Fame DJ Mixmaster Ice, UTFO.
What's up? Who you thought this is? This is Sir Mix-a-Lot.
And this is Terry Lewis.
And I'm Grand Mixer GMS.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Third Degree.
This is JJ Hudson from the High Children family.
Sunday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's K-Fox Night Beat with DJ Nastiness.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music. Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
That's my noise. Peace.
Did you know there's an easy way to keep yourself and your loved ones healthy? COVID vaccines are safe and a proven way to keep your family out of the hospital and enjoying life. Let's show our love to those around us. Get your free COVID vaccine today. If you haven't had a COVID shot since September, you're due for a booster. At NeighborCare Health, we are here for you. For more information about COVID vaccines and all of your health needs, visit neighborcare.org/vaccines.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Trey Ross coming here live from Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio with my boys OG Mambo, IDYourself, Pint Size Patron, and D-Money. Make sure you stay gold. I don't know what to say at the end. I don't know what to do. I
wrote my first verse to my heartbeat, spitting out pain that I just had to release. The pen was like my savior, the paper my escape. It kept me afloat when I fell on my face, like I opened the floodgates, so much had to escape. No one's coming to save me, I knew that from the gate. No one's gonna enslave me, I was born to create. Speak my truth in this music so the people can relate, forever driven. So many of my friends ain't living, lost them at a young age, had me in a young rage. I done seen some rough days, I done seen some dark nights, toe to toe with life, bride, and had some rough fights. I'm here now, still standing. The scars on my mind symbolize my expansion. I wave the past goodbye, cause sometimes in life it's either change or die. Raise them high, rise and grind. Give a fuck how you feel, homie, now's the time. Time to sacrifice, trying to chase the sky. Cause sometimes in life it's either change or die. Change or die, rise and grind. Give a fuck how you feel, homie, now's the time. Time to sacrifice, trying to chase the sky. Cause sometimes in life it's either change or die.
Damn right, I like the life I live.
I'm better than I ever been.
Take heed to the words that I manifest.
Sit back, come back to begin.
I see fiends on my block with needles in their arm, trying to hide from the cops like a needle in a storm. Many lose their lives face down in a ditch. Curb servers go to jail and Big Pharma gets rich. Man, I'm pissed. Walking with a chip now, lately feeling sick now. Crazy, it's a shit show lately to exist. Trying not to trip now, lately never slip now. Baby, can't submit now, hate me if you wish. This is it, I double up, triple up fast. Not doing it just for a bag, I got a spaz just to attack with conviction and a little purpose. Remember the days when I was worthless. That was a phase till I dispersed it. Now I'm powerful with these verses, like a fentanyl lean OD in the park jam. Be awake, came to wake 'em up like Narcan in a scarred land with corporate tax evaders, while homeless cats slang real change newspapers. Raise them high, rise and grind. Give a fuck how you feel, homie, now's the time. Time to sacrifice, trying to chase the sky. Cause sometimes in life it's either change or die. Change or die, rise and grind. Give a fuck how you feel, homie, now's the time. Time to sacrifice, trying to chase the sky. Cause sometimes in life it's either change or die.
I like the life I'm living. Cause I went from negative to positive.
I'm everywhere you never been, and better than I ever been. Classic.
Take heed to the words that I'm come back to begin.
Rainier Avenue Radio, fresh juice every Wednesday, 9 to 11 p.m., hosted by the Juice Pack, along with always you listening in with our guest, Be Awake, Mackeehan. That was a guest right here, Be Awake here in the studio with his single called Change or Die right there.
I like that, man. It feels like that.
Yeah, I like that song.
Chopping up the soul.
Yeah, and I love that joint that you dropped before the break too, man. That joint was mad sexy, B.
Good looking, bro. Good looking.
Yeah, in the comments they were loving that one as well. KJ said it was Mackeehan having fire hits after hits. Also, Nicholas Jones says that last joint was a tough tune. He was talking about the Mackeehan joint, but KJ also loving your joint, Be Awake. He says Be Awake got some heat, smooth hip hop flow.
Yes,
yeah, you guys are
love that classic hip hop, man.
Got it.
You guys are
Yeah,
both
man. I didn't even. I got the beat. You know, my guy D saying it just that was straight just on the strength, man. Social media. You know what I mean? like you know, my guy Tobes produced that. He's down in LA, but my guy D saying he was like, you know, he had just posted the beat. He's like, yo, my guy Be Awake would kill this. So we just, you know, went from there. Just dropped that a couple weeks ago.
That's Tope, is T-O-P-E?
No, Tobes, T-O-B-E-S.
Okay. Just clarifying.
During the break, we were talking about my cousin Billy. I met D Sane through my cousin.
Oh, okay, word.
Billy Patron.
That's my guy. I record out of D Sane studio. Did it digital age sound.
All right, man. We running out of time, but we want to close this one off right, man. So we gotta, ponder our minds, get ourselves right, and ID the question.
Man, check me out from your scalp to your feet. I did the question when you speak. Let me ask you something real quick. I feel like as artists, we all kind of just submit our feels and our words, and we use our language the best way we know how. I want to know if you feel like music submission should have an age limit. I'm watching these kids on YouTube and they're cursing, they're holding guns up, and I'm understanding that they have freedom of speech to submit this information. But if it's their parents that's shooting the video, if it's their parents that's that's approving the submissions, if they're altering the YouTube settings to be able to submit this information and subject my son to it because they might be going to the same school, then what do we really talk about? How do you guys feel about this?
Those sound like my kind of kids, man. Where the party at? These little kids can kick it.
You really just said that.
Patron, you need to
bringing the burners to the party.
These kids know how to kick it.
You bugging, dude. You bugging.
Oh man!
I say that.
But in a real way, it's like you want them to not take that to the streets. You feel me? You want them to really express it.
Love most, really.
Absolutely,
know, right?
absolutely.
Yes, they do.
I mean, that's a tough question, man. Because I look at it in terms of like, I want to champion the free speech and all that, right?
Right.
Because we need it as artists,
yes.
Right? But then man, I don't think that a lot of the younger generation understands how, man, words are powerful, bro.
You go from freedom of speech to influencer that quick.
Yeah.
You're quicker than you can handle it.
In our generation, there was just so many words we couldn't say. Like
right.
Yeah.
It just was forbidden, like unwritten rules. Like don't even go there with that.
There was literally a television
suicide was something you couldn't even really talk about.
There was literally a television show called Things You Can't Do on Television.
For sure.
No, that's real. Things were a lot more censored, but at the same time, things were also like a lot more like raw. Like there was a lot more that you that was said that you shouldn't have said. Like, you know, like whether it was like relative to racial or sexual orientation and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was a lot of words that they was saying that they didn't need to be saying back in the day.
A lot of innuendos, things like that.
More.
Yeah.
No, back when I feel like back when TLC and this kind of era was around, and you know, like they would use innuendos in the ways that it was just barely risque enough for us to be able to, you know, get by, and you know, and Genuine Pony. You feel me? We let those ride by, and it's not like those were bad records at all. But I know these are influencers, and we influence with our words, like we just spoke about, like Be Real just said, and it's like, or Be Awake. I'm sorry, and it's like,
shout out to Be Real. Shout out to Be Real.
Yeah. I just, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Be Real, and it's just like I don't want to.
Be real.
I did the 420 event with those guys, man. He's a dope.
Yeah, my bad. I did that.
That's Sean Shaman Lane right there.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just like I want to make sure that we're making sure that like we all speak about the next generation is the most important one, and we should be influencing them to be going the right direction with their words, so that we guide their next generation with the right guidance.
Yeah, I think free speech. I think free speech. It's all good to have the option to be as vocal as possible, but we all have to know that our words carry weight. So, like when it becomes not only saying what you're saying, especially when it comes on to
you get toxic.
Yeah, and you bring that in the street and becomes reality. It is also unused now to say, hey, listen, I was just rapping.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people don't know how to do that, to separate it and be conscious enough to always stay in the present and say, hey, I'm rapping. And
that's why I like how you come from the love. When you talk about love so much, I was listening to you guys earlier, and you said, you know, I like coming from a love perspective because you can always touch somebody with love. And it's like, you don't really always want to be touched by some of the things that you want them to get it out, but you don't always want to be touching people. So I feel like sometimes they should record these records. They should maybe even film the record, but they shouldn't always upload these records, you know?
And also one more thing, like it, you know, people want you to stand on that. Certain people, like if you're making music like that,
you better be ready.
You got dudes that are really living that life, that are really about that life, that will check your temperature, man. It will happen to you. And that's the thing, like that's what I think was different versus like when we were first coming up, like is you kind of had to live with the you know, the music that you're making, whether you're rhyming, you're saying, you had to live that. What's that?
Yeah, it's like I'm 37 and I was born in 86, and I knew I got my temperature checked multiple times before I even turned the age of 16. And it's like you got to kind of you got to learn the lay of the land. No matter where you live, no matter where you move. Back then, it was a thing. You feel me? So it's like now that I get to know their age, and I see kids kind of just willy-nilly with what you call it, paisley print. You feel me? Bandana out of any given pocket of their pants.
Right? Yeah.
And now all of a sudden that's a lifestyle in an organization they want to represent. And it's like brother man. You know what I'm saying? So
the labels are pushing it though. That's really one of the toughest.
They're pushing for whatever, like we talked about how sex sells and It's like they're pushing for whatever's going to get the strings. Once that's out the window, once they don't care, once we stop caring about a flag being out of a pocket, they're going to stop caring about the streams that it stops bringing.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, of course.
I want to bring in Nicholas Jones's comment on the issue right here. There's always going to be an outlet for them to release their music, and there'll always be someone ready to exploit those kids, like Be Awake was saying right there, especially for profit. These execs and A&Rs know what they're doing.
Yeah,
it's a very, very, very finely tuned algorithm for them to be able to find people that want their voice heard, like everybody else, of course, but just the wrong kind of words that they know we don't need, but that will just spin on the radio all day long. You feel me? So just,
And if that kid gets killed, they're on to the next.
Man.
You know,
for real though.
And that's the coldest part about it. Like while their whole family's mourning, they're on to another artist or whatever.
Because they got checked or something bad happened and they was out somewhere and they shouldn't have been and they said something they shouldn't have said and they wanted to be repping whatever they was repping because they came with 5 of their friends that flew out from wherever they were from. And it's like you ain't gonna make a home like that, bro. Like you gotta go out with being humble. You gotta go out and be gracious with the way you speak and the way you move around other people.
Look what happened to Tekashi. That's a prime example of that right there.
Well, on that note, we're out of time.
He's like, let's not go into that one.
No, I'm literally looking at the time. I would have let it go, but
it's a favorite topic. Yeah.
Next week on before we get to next week, we're gonna give both of y'all the opportunity. Final words, of course. So, Mackeehan, anything you want to say before we bounce?
Plug away.
Yeah. Check me out. Make sure you keep up with my music. I'll be in Europe for the summer also, so it's always good to follow my page. I'll try to do more like be awake and be sure a lot of stuff. Some things might be illegal, maybe. Let me see if I can get a full fight, a cockfight on my page for real.
Hey, let's see if we can get you a flight to Seattle, brother. We'll get you a coat before you get up here. You're gonna be all right.
All right, my bro.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
All right, be awake. Anything, man?
Man, just thank you guys for having me, man. And for anybody interested in tapping in, just Be Awake Music on Instagram. Be Awake, that's B-AWAKE on all streaming platforms.
Yes.
Be Awake Official on YouTube. I'm everywhere, man. So on your online devices and everything. So yeah, man, tap in, and I just appreciate you guys having me, man.
For sure. This
has been fun.
Appreciate you both, man.
Thank you.
I look forward to hearing
Be Awake's album. Go ahead and cop that. It's Survival of the Focus. And also for Mackeehan, get his EP, which is out, Notes of Passion. There it is. Notes of Passion. There it is.
Yes, sir.
All right, yo. Next week on Fresh Juice. If you like to smoke, you want these two. Edibles are going to be here in the studio, man. Bryce Bowden and former guest Trey Ross. Actually, Bryce has been on the show before, but it's been years. So it'll be Trey Ross and Bryce Bowden. Edibles here in the studio. They're about to drop edibles too. So definitely on that one. And then we got Virginia R&B songstress Jasmine Tiara joining us as well. So that's going down on the 22nd here of March, 9 to 11 p.m. as always. Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. We encourage you to come see us next week. As always, follow us on our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media, IG and Twitter, Fresh Juice Media, YouTube, Fresh Juice Media. And you can go directly to the page and see clips from the show and full episodes. YouTube.com/@Fresh Juice Media will take you directly there. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. The Neon Ghost Show is next. Tonight's juice, by the way, that we were sipping, provided to us by Patron. Some delicious lemonade. It was
peach.
Oh yeah, it was definitely delicious.
Raspberry and peach. Shout out to my lady Gina.
Raspberry peach, nice stuff. Appreciate you as always, everybody in the comments. Nicholas Jones and KJ Gran and Miles Salvador, of course. Always wishing us love at the beginning and the end and everywhere in between. And everyone else, peace and bless.